What's up, guys? Alright, just finished reading Exodus. Basically, Israel grew strong in Egypt. Pharaoh was scared or feared their strength in numbers, and basically made them into slaves, and then once they were slaves, made them even work even harder until they were very, very tired, and they prayed to God to, relieve them, and basically they cast all of their newborn sons into the Nile. Moses was put in a basket and put down the Nile, was taken up by one of Pharaoh's midwives. He grew up and killed an Egyptian. He fled from Egypt. He married Zipporah, and Israel groaned even more over their troubles and travails. Moses beheld a burning bush, and was called to bring Israel out of Egypt. And he basically, God said he will strike Egypt with wonders. He returned to Egypt and performed these miracles, and Israel believed him, and he was basically commanding Pharaoh to let his people go. God said he hardened Pharaoh's heart, and basically Moses had God perform 10 separate miracles, and every time Pharaoh would harden his heart even more, and God showed his awesome power until finally the final miracle, which was the Passover, where the firstborn sons were killed. Pharaoh was sad, said, you can go, and they all took off, and they plundered Egypt. It was probably at least 1 million Hebrews that left Egypt at the time. God hardened Pharaoh's heart again, and they chased after him, and Moses parted the Red Sea. They went past. The Egypt army of 600 chariots went in. They closed the Red Sea. They all died, and basically after that they started their wandering, and Moses struck the rock for water, and the Hebrews were treasured by God. And then God appeared on Mount Sinai and gave Moses the 10 Commandments, the law of altars and other slave things, and other fair laws to control their civilization, and basically to keep your Sabbath day holy. He taught them of the 3 feasts, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of First Fruits, and the Feast of Ingathering. Then they learned of the Ark of the Covenant and the furniture in the tabernacle, the design, and then after that he finally went back down, and they were all worshiping a golden calf. He threw the tablets down in anger, and he commanded to kill 3,000 men, and a plague went about them. He went out and got another 2 tablets of the commandments, and they eventually started constructing the tabernacle and the ark and the robes and garments and things like that. It was very descriptive. Moses blessed all of them, and in the first month of the Aviv, in the first day of the second year, it was finally erected, and Yahweh entered into the tabernacle in a cloud by day and a fire by night. So that's basically the story of Moses, and how he took the promised people out of the land of Egypt by God's power. They also battled people to settle and to start finding peace, to build the tabernacle, to start the worships and sacrifices, and it was all in Yahweh's power and guidance and love. And now they're basically set up for Leviticus. So let's see what happens next.